Given how much you've written on driverless cars and the future of mobility in general, how does this landscape appear? In comparison to some of these other names, such as Alphabet, which was announced yesterday, how does Tesla stack up? Yes, so over the past 7 years or so, we and our colleagues at Morgan Stanley have been writing about autonomous automobiles in 10 different areas. Autonomous vehicles, the technology is real, Morgan. It's a worthy purpose. Hundreds, if not more, of businesses are investing tens of billions of dollars to address this autonomy issue. Nevertheless, replacing a human driver has been referred to as the most difficult technological problem humanity has ever faced when we at Morgan Stanley speak with the tech and scientific communities. Actually, and according to the attorneys we speak with, it is the most difficult moral, legal, and ethical dilemma that any attorney has ever faced. Therefore, the combination of those two factors gives us hope for the very long future, but we are cautioning investors to temper their expectations for the next 10 years. Your audience should truly consider what kind of future we wish to create for our nation and our children. And now is the moment. Additionally, I believe that the Tesla narrative, as we have stated, Tesla is an undervalued onshore renewable energy infrastructure company, but an inflated automaker. It's time to unleash democracy's armory to take charge of our energy future, and at Morgan Stanley, at least we do, we're having a hard time finding a name that can better guide us in that direction than Tesla. The claim that Tesla is much more than just an automaker makes sense to me. Since they have a wide range of items in the supply chain and beyond, I can understand the claim that their growth has been enormous and that no one can catch up to them. As a national security, international, energy play, I don't get it. Describe that. We're purchasing electric automobiles in this country now, but you can't have them. We explore the fascinating collaboration between two titans of invention, Tesla and NVIDIA, as Adam Jonas of Morgan Stanley shares perceptive viewpoints. Come along as we examine the market dynamics, possible synergies, and long-term effects of this innovative partnership. A fascinating exploration of robots, artificial intelligence, and the exciting future of transportation awaits you if you tune in. Adam Jonas, an analyst at Morgan Stanley, recently provided views on Tesla that focused on two important areas. He begins by exploring what Tesla needs to accomplish in order to persuade investors of the robotaxi's commercial viability and monetization. Second, he talks about how their semiconductor analyst study indicates that a major driver is the high demand for NVIDIA chips, especially from Tesla. Please remember to use the like and subscribe buttons before we get into further detail. So let's get this video underway and welcome to Tesla Stock News. Let's now examine what must occur before the August announcement of Tesla's robotaxi ambitions in order for investors to feel optimistic about the company's shares. Experienced businessman Larry Goldberg joins the conversation, beginning with the most recent developments. Version March 3, 12 of Tesla's complete self-driving software was released quickly. Even owners of legacy models are receiving updates at a rapid pace, demonstrating Tesla's strength and development speed. Goldberg laments that his location in France prevents him from testing the software right away. But he admits that Tesla's ad training is incredibly quick, citing the effectiveness of their end-to-end neural network and the lack of hardware limitations as reasons. Let's move on to Tesla's computational power and data capacities. It's clear that their advancement in autonomous driving has been fueled by their move to neural networks and the lifting of computational limitations. In contrast to some earlier assumptions, Morgan Stanley's study, which is based on channel inspections, highlights Tesla's important role as a buyer of NVIDIA chips. Recent confirmation from Elon Musk solidifies Tesla's large purchases of NVIDIA chips, solidifying their position as a leading player in the semiconductor industry. Although it's still unknown exactly what Tesla's hardware acquisition and AI infrastructure will entail, Morgan Stanley's support for the company boosts trust in its technological innovations. Elon typically gets it right when he signals. Given their established rapport and experience with NVIDIA, it seems evident that Tesla is the primary purchaser in this case. They have previously constructed strong NVIDIA supercomputers, and it appears that they have done so once more. With Elon confirming Tesla's position and Morgan Stanley supporting this claim, along with the rapid improvements, it's clear that Tesla's hardware and AI skills are excellent. Morgan Stanley makes some strong arguments. They stress the importance to see Tesla as a pioneer in robotics rather than merely an automaker, while acknowledging the current controversy surrounding profitability pressure. They have a strong long-term outlook despite short-term volatility and expect further volatility over the next 6 months. Recently, Tesla reached the incredible milestone of 1 billion kilometers driven with their fully autonomous technology. For comparison, Apple's now canceled autonomous fleet traveled fewer miles in a year than Tesla's fleet did in 5 minutes. It is projected that Tesla will have 40 million vehicles worldwide by 2030, covering more than 400 billion miles a year. Despite their conservative appearance, these numbers may offer a substantial benefit for neural networks and machine learning. Experts in artificial intelligence assert that data is crucial, particularly when it comes to fully autonomous vehicles. The importance of achieving 6 billion miles of FSD driving for global regulatory certification was described in Tesla's master plan. The impetus is evident, as Tesla has already surpassed 1 billion miles, and estimates indicate that they may hit 6 billion in the upcoming year or two. The flywheel effect is accelerated by this exponential rise in data accumulation, which heightens the power of Tesla's AI and autonomous driving developments. As a result, everyone is essentially using the same data and going through comparable training procedures. They will all eventually reach a saturation point when there is little room for more small improvements. When looking at the evolution of large language models, LLMs, this convergence is clear. What matters most is the difference between proprietary and standard data. The organization in charge of exclusive datasets that are unavailable to others is the true game changer in this situation. Presenting Tesla, which actively collects real-world data every day from its fleet of 6 million cars. Tesla stands apart from all other automakers and fleets thanks to its unmatched data collection capabilities. Tesla's dataset is perhaps the most valuable on the planet due to the sheer volume and velocity at which it accrues miles. It is the ultimate key to unlocking secrets in AI and autonomous driving. Because this paradigm change is unprecedented, it is difficult to assign a specific value to this dataset. But one thing is clear. Tesla's position in the AI space will only get stronger the more data it collects and uses efficiently. The secret is that Tesla was able to modify its models by drawing important insights from this enormous dataset, which ultimately resulted in previously unheard-of breakthroughs in autonomous technology. However, simulation and computing power are two other disruptors that could appear in the future. Even though simulation presents a viable way to mimic real-world situations without requiring a large amount of data, it is not very effective at managing corner cases, or those unforeseen, infrequent occurrences that can only be recorded by real-world data. The importance of corner cases has been highlighted by Elon Musk himself, highlighting the intrinsic limitations of simulation in tackling these particular problems. Despite its appeal, simulation cannot completely replace real-world data, especially when it comes to quickly finding and resolving corner instances. Even though simulation is a useful tool, it ultimately fails to offer the variety and depth of real-world experiences required for thorough AI training. Let's now discuss their computational capacity. Morgan Stanley thoroughly examined Dojo, Tesla's in-house computer project. By the end of this year, Tesla wants to increase its processing power by 100 times its current level. For Tesla to efficiently handle all of the data they have collected, this jump is essential. The semiconductor analyst at Morgan Stanley claims that Tesla has purchased a significant number of NVIDIA processors, which are necessary to increase their processing capacity. In fact, Tesla may become one of NVIDIA's most important clients in the future due to their high demand for these chips. When Tesla declared that they intended to increase its computational capacity by 100 times. All grammatical errors have been corrected without altering the content. Tell me if you require any other adjustments.